video will contain spoilers for HWAoC's Age of Calamity and maybe a little bit of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So, Abby Anton, which is a good friend of mine, he actually got Breath of the Wild. So, do not watch this video. HWAoC's Age of Calamity is a game. It's supposed to be a prequel, but I guess not a prequel because you know the ending is kind of weird. I don't know why. I don't know why they did that. Okay, now since the actual people that haven't played the game are gone, I like this game. This game is fun. But the second thing is, my brain is gonna hurt at the end of this video. Let's just get into it. HWAoC's Age of Calamity is basically the prequel to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which takes 100 years before Breath of the Wild. You get to get a whole bunch of characters, which, since the people are hopefully gone, if you're still here and you haven't played the game, get ready, because spoilers. Okay, let's see. Link, Daruk, Zelda, Egg Guy, Revali, Mipha, Barbossa, Aster. Actually, don't play as him. Calamity Ganon. Yeah, you get to play as Calamity Ganon. I haven't gotten to that point since I just finished the game like today. On January 13th, 2021, I finished HWAoC's Age of Calamity. You may be asking, Zeno, why are you making this video? Lighting sucks. Kid, listen to me. You gotta go in there to link it for the description. I can't. It's coming. Go. Better. So if you played the game, you know that Turako, let's call him Turako, goes back in time to stop the calamity, and he actually succeeds. So he stopped. Actually, not really him, but he went back in time. It's kind of like in Back to the Future Part 2, where Biff stole the Biff just got the almanac, and then just that one book from the future changed the entire course of history. They do succeed. They successfully defeat a weird type of Ganon, like a strong burly Ganon. I'll put it right there again. So, how's this gonna fit in Breath of the Wild Part 2? How? Literally, how is it gonna fit in? Because Breath of the Wild, the game starts off saying, hey, the Great Calamity happened, stuff happened, and eventually, Ganon won. For about 100 years, a whole bunch of calamity stuff happened, and now, when Link wakes up, he gets to, look at it. So why did they show this to us? I have these theories, about 3 of them, that I thought about in the shower, and I'm just gonna tell you about them. The first thing you see in Age of Calamity is that Turako went back in time after getting awakened by Zelda's sealing power. The first theory is that when Turako goes back in time, that is the actual timeline for when Breath of the Wild starts. This one is a little bit far-fetched, probably all of them are just far-fetched, because the thing is, they show what happened, maybe a second calamity that we don't know about. This was the actual timeline that Breath of the Wild occurred. That means that yes, they won, but, so, they're going on, but then in the middle, something happens, like maybe Aster, actually, he's still in the game, but technically, maybe another Aster or another deviled egg comes in and messes everything up. Hello, it's me, Joseph. I'm currently editing the video, and I just remembered that, I was playing through Breath of the Wild. I think today's the 19th, because tomorrow's the inauguration. So, I was playing HWAoC, as usual. I'm actually trying to do another video. I'm 100% completing it, so if you want to watch that, then stick around. So, I was just playing it. And then I found some stuff about Harbinger Ganon, which basically is a deviled egg, and this. As you can see, when Turako, pursued by Ganon's malice, arrived from the future, a new world was born. I've been trying to make sense of that. I think it just means, when Turako came from the future, a new world was born. Basically, it just means he changed the past. I don't know, because if they're going on that, then maybe this is actually another theory where it's just, this is actually Breath of the Wild's timeline, and they won, so it completely erases Breath of the Wild. I don't know. I just thought of that, but still. Okay, that's all I have to say. Probably hop in later in this video about Harbinger Ganon, so yeah. Now we're on to theory 2, is that this is an alternate dimension. That was my least favorite. But the thing I just don't like about that theory is just because why would they send us to an alternate timeline if it doesn't even show what happened in the calamity? They're probably gonna say, hey, calm down, it's just to show what happened 100 years ago. If it was to show what happened 100 years ago, then they would have lost. Because if this was actually a prequel that was actually true to the story of Breath of the Wild, the egg would have lost. They all would have lost, even with the egg. That was the initial thing that happened. We just didn't get told about it in Breath of the Wild. But if this theory is actually correct, that means that this game is an alternate timeline, but maybe something happens with the alternate timeline that goes into Breath of the Wild 2. Okay, so when you see Tarako about to time travel, he's opening up the portal of time travel. Our guardian goes in Zelda's study and is like, hey, I'm about to shoot you. Tarako barely misses the beam and almost gets shot. As you can see, he flails back around like, whoa, into the portal. And he comes out stumbling like that. So what I think is that Tarako messed up because the guardian was there and he shot him and he kind of lost him off balance. When Tarako time traveled, that was the actual timeline. He wanted to go back to the Breath of the Wild timeline to fix everything. But since the guardian came in and kind of messed him up and flailed back, I think Tarako went to an alternate universe because he got messed up. Like, oh wait, I didn't expect this to happen. So Tarako's sole intention was to go back in the past in this timeline, but he went to another timeline. Hello, my friends. As you can see, the window is open. It's been about a couple of hours, and I'm about done editing the video. This part, I actually thought about a fourth theory, and a 4.5. The fourth theory was that this was the actual timeline, and like in Breath of the Wild 2, where they're going down, like I guess under HWAoC Castle. And I'm thinking that maybe the deviled egg, as I'm calling it, is under there, and since we now know that time travel exists, and the deviled egg's description was activated when the Tarako came into the timeline. So yes, now technically, I don't know if Harbinger Ganon is still technically alive, since you can fight him in the Hyrule's Greatest Warrior thing, where you get the Hero of the Wild set. So yes, that was my fourth theory, was that yep, that was the actual timeline, but since they awakened again in the second game trailer, like, okay. And the 4.5 theory was just that it was something happened in DLC. That actually, with leaks, might actually be true, which will be pretty awesome. And join my Discord server. If you do, thank you. My friend, Eva Anton, as I said in the beginning of the video, he's a moderator in that server, so anyways, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and drop a comment. Yay! Okay, I think that's good.